Mara wasn't thrilled about moving into the old building on Weller Street. It was cheap, suspiciously cheap, but she didn't have many options. When she met the realtor, a nervous man with a smile too wide to be real, he'd said something that stuck with her. "This one's been on and off the market for years," he admitted, rubbing the back of his neck. "People don't stay long. Plumbing issues mostly. But don't worry, everything's been fixed now." He smiled again. She didn't believe him. Still, it was a place to live, and after her long move-in day, she just wanted to wash off the sweat and grime. At 11 p.m., she flipped on the bathroom light. The bulb buzzed faintly, throwing a weak yellow glow over the room. The tiles were old and cracked, the mirror warped from years of steam, and the shower curtain carried a faint reddish stain near the bottom. She decided not to think about it. She turned the water on. The pipes rattled before spitting out a few coughs of brown water, then finally ran clear. It was hot, scalding, but soothing. For a while, the sound of rushing water calmed her nerves. The city noise outside vanished, and she let her mind drift. Then came a click, right beneath her feet. The drain. She looked down, expecting to see hair or grime, but instead the cover was trembling slightly. Tiny bubbles broke the surface, releasing faint bursts of air that smelled off, like rust. A strand of something dark slid up from the grate, then another, thin, wet, almost alive. Mara's pulse quickened. She took a step back. The strands twitched and curled against the flow of water. Then the drain clicked again. Water turned from clear to pink to red. She screamed, fumbling for the faucet handle, but when she touched it, it burned her palm. The knob wouldn't budge. The metal was blistering hot. She yanked her hand back and fell against the wall, and the curtain suddenly clung to her skin like it was reaching out. Through the steam, she saw movement, a shadow standing just beyond the curtain, tall, still, watching. "Mara!" The voice came from the shower head, a whisper between the hisses of water. "Mara, don't pull away." She froze. It knew her name. The steam thickened, choking the air, and she could barely breathe. Then, the water stopped. Dead silence. Drip, drip, drip from above. She looked up. Wet handprints were pressed against the ceiling, and then she saw it. Fingers, pale, pruned, forcing their way through the metal grate, bending it upward. She screamed, shoved the curtain aside, and bolted from the bathroom. She didn't stop to grab anything, just ran barefoot into the hall, slamming the door behind her. She didn't sleep that night. By morning, she decided she was leaving. No job, no lease, no explanation. She was done. But when she opened the bathroom door to grab her things, everything looked normal. The curtain dry, the tiles clean, the water off. Except there was something written on the mirror, faintly traced in steam, as though by a wet finger. "You came back." Her reflection rippled slightly, even though the air was still. And then, in the reflection, just behind her shoulder, water began to pour again from the shower head. She turned around. The shower was running, and someone was standing under it, head tilted down, black hair plastered over their face, skin pale as bone. The water ran clear over them, but down the drain it flowed dark red. Mara stumbled back, and that's when the figure slowly raised its head. The face was hers, eyes wide, mouth open, drenched, silent. The realtor found the apartment empty a week later. When he peeked into the bathroom, the mirror was cracked, and faintly behind the running water, he thought he heard a woman humming. He shut the door inside. Then, quietly to himself, he muttered, "Guess it's back on the market."